Aaron Dimick. Hi, Aaron.
Hello, good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, good afternoon, and good to see you again. I saw Aaron yesterday as he accepted his award on behalf of the people for the Parks and Trails from the City Human Relations Commission.
That's right. And there we are. There I am with the People for the Parks and Trails Board and Marie Simhoff, who is presenting the award. So it was fantastic. It's a great event. I just love that it recognizes people who really do a lot of work behind the scenes in our neighborhoods and with our organizations to make an impact. And I think there's a lot of people in the community who do this kind of work and they don't expect any kind of recognition. So I just think it's really great that the Human Relations Commission can do that for the community.
Yeah, and I think everyone that got the awards yesterday, they were like that. It's like, we didn't do it to get an award, and I think it's got to be rewarding to know that you've made an impact and you're being noticed.
Oh yeah, it's good just that people are aware of what you're doing and people notice and they can see the impact. So we were really happy with that.
Yeah, and really in just a short time, I think 2021 is when you started.
Yeah, so this is just our third volunteer season.
All right, and it's time to keep the momentum going.
Keep the good vibes going.
Yeah, you've got stuff, starting this week.
Yeah, so we're kicking off our fall projects, and that is going to be starting this Saturday. We're going to be at Ella Sharp Park, and we're going to be painting the score box at the ball fields. So we don't really do very many painting projects just because, sometimes there's some issues with getting people on ladders and the scraping, and, sometimes the weather doesn't cooperate. But we're looking, we think this will be a good project. So it's just a matter of showing up, and the Parks and Recreation Department provides the paint and the equipment, and we get to painting.
Well, it's obviously in need of a paint job, and it gives you an opportunity to maybe freshen it up. Maybe who chooses the color?
That'll be the Parks and Recreation Department.
All right. Well, then in that case, it's going to probably end up being Parks green.
Yeah, I would think so. Probably the same color.
Yeah.
So no magenta or anything like that, but that'd be fun.
Right. Well, I mean, it's got to be tradition. It's a traditional, color to go in that space. So you don't have to be an expert painter. You don't. There's all kind. You have different assignments, different jobs at each project.
Yeah, that's right. We want to accept people of all different ability levels. So, we are doing the painting, and then also if more volunteers show up than expected, then there's always something to do, like help clear the ball fields, pick up tree debris, go around the park picking up trash, that kind of thing. So people come out, we'll definitely have something for you to do. And the great thing about our events is we show up at 10, and it's very rare that we go past noon. So when so many people come out to do a task, we get things done pretty quickly. So that's a wonderful thing. You can come out, volunteer, help the community, and then get on with your Saturday.
This looks like trash is being collected or something.
Yeah, that was last summer at Ella Sharp Park. We had some volunteers come out, and we went around and picked up litter, and we removed a lot of bags. There's always a trash plastic bag or a pop bottle blowing around that you can see. But if you look really closely, really anywhere, any community, you're going to see things like cigarette butts or like caps to things, cigarette things. So
cigarettes are hard to find, hard to pick up. Steve and Martha York and Matt Hines among the volunteers.
Yep, some are volunteers there.
So that sign actually needs painting too, Aaron.
You'll have to talk to Jeremy Frew about
that. I think that's on his list too. And we have how many parks in the city?
We have 28 public parks just in the city of Jackson. So that's why we like to come together. I don't look at it as if our parks are in terrible shape. Our parks are in really good shape, but it's more about just bringing people together to make them even better for the entire community. And the goal is also to help out our Parks and Recreation staff. We know with 28 public parks, they can't always be everywhere. So we want to do some of the smaller tasks, some of the more low impact things that we can do quickly, so then they can get on with some of the bigger tasks.
Yeah, and they've got cemeteries and grounds that they've got to take care of too.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you get your group into the cemeteries?
Yeah, we do one cemetery event a year. That's going to be coming up in late October on October 26th. We're going to be
Halloween.
returning to Mount Evergreen Cemetery. That's our annual Halloween event. So we get together, tell some spooky stories about people who were buried there, some of the infamous characters there. And then we get to work removing leaves and picking up tree debris and picking up trash. And also on October 12th, we're going to be doing kind of a different project in downtown Jackson. We look at downtown Jackson like one big park because we have a lot of gardens and green spaces and parks. So we're going to be helping out there, trimming some of the decorative grasses that we have.
Oh, so that's who does that. I always wondered, 'cause, they get, like in fall, they're like 4 feet tall, and then suddenly for the winter they get trimmed.
Right.
You guys do that?
We're going to be doing it for the first time.
Oh,
That's
okay.
something that the parks crew handles. But like you mentioned, it's not just parks. There's 28 public parks, and then we have our trail system, and then we have the downtown grounds, different green spaces around town, and also the cemeteries. So that's a lot to handle for
Yeah.
a staff.
So if somebody wants to volunteer, they can do one event, they can do them all, they can just show up, basically,
Oh
right?
yeah, no prior sign up is needed. You can just show up and stay for as long as you like. You can stay for 20 minutes, you can stay for 2 hours. If you want to get involved in a deeper way, you can send us your email and we can put you on our email list. So just go to our website, peoplefortheparks.org. You can fill out what we call an interest form and just give us your name and email. Just say you want to get emails from us, and then we'll add you to our email list, and then you can get all of our updates through that. And then we're also on Facebook. We do a lot of communicating on Facebook about projects and fundraisers and everything like that.
Yeah, and you've bought things like trash cans and bike repair stations, and so there's some permanent evidence of some of the things you guys have done.
Yeah, so we want to do our best to take care of our parks in a lot of different ways. A big part of that is volunteer projects, which we do a lot of throughout the warmer months. And then annually we do a donation to the park system. So we go to the city and ask them what they need, maybe something that they can't quite budget for because it's like an extra item. So then we fundraise for it, or we work with another community organization to provide the donation. So this year we worked with Experience Jackson to provide the bike repair station at New Leaf Park.
Awesome. Well, congratulations to you and your group
Thank you.
for the award, and keep up the great work.
Thank you.
The founder and president of People for the Parks and Trails, Aaron Dimick. Well, don't go